Of the state of Telangana who have been coming here from nooks and corners of different cities, towns of Telangana region, and especially from the Hyderabad. I would like to wish a child in everybody's heart happy Children's Day. So today is, let us celebrate with that day. So remembrance to the childhood which we have passed in through, remembrance to the children whom we are educated through, and I'm sure there is a child in everybody's soul still, and which makes us happy, which makes us enthusiastic, and which makes us feel smile. Otherwise, we all are burdened with lots of pressures of targets and other works. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kumar Chandan Anand. I am the CEO, Group Editor, and the founder of ArdorComm Media Group. ArdorComm Media Group, it's a media company, it's a digital media company. We are focusing in bringing the communities together. Communities like education, healthcare, human resource, media government, media, entertainment and art, and governance and human resource. So these are the 5 basic communities we are working in. The purpose is to create or co-create rather a platform like this where we can have a meaningful amalgamation amongst the education leaders and the industry experts of the same field who can guide us better in the lines which we are going. Is it correct? So basically this event which we have created for you all is a collaborative event between a collaboration between a corporate and an academia to find the loopholes, gaps, and little bit of discussions which can be a meaningful brainstorming session, as in what directions are we going through. And we have SaS, the industry leaders into data analytics sciences and artificial intelligence. Those they will be helping us understand in what way we can integrate data and artificial intelligence in the curriculum which we are running, or the case studies or any good experiences which you have in your campuses under your leadership. Please use this platform to share that thoughts. It could be helpful for both of us, and we can see as in what gaps we are finding and where can SaS help us to guide us better. ArdorComm Media, we call, if anybody has got the brochure of here, you can see there is an agenda of this event inside. So you can understand the name of the co-colleagues who are there as speakers in this hall, and plus a little bit about ArdorComm Media, that what we are. So you are hearing from my mouth myself, it's a media startup company, we call it ourselves, as we have been launched in a pandemic era of COVID-19, and we are just 3 years old baby. And we want to be a media house, a leading media house of the community, where the voices is being heard and listened carefully. Whatever good practices, whatever good achievements which you have done, any case studies or any recognition which your institute under your leadership, any of faculties, any of your students has done, if you want to share that as a press release to us, please do that. You can use our channel as a free press journal for you. There will be no mediator as a PR agency between us, and I'll be sharing all those content to my editorial team, and we find that content newsworthy, we'll be publishing that in our portal, and we'll be amplifying through the social media which we are into, like Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So we'll be posting that and publishing that. We have a separate column called press releases in our website. Whenever you get time to visit that, please see that. And one more thing, every speaker today has been promoted in the social media platform. I'm sure you are aware of it. The colleague Ratish is not with us in today's event, but he's been doing really hard work in making that effort in bringing all of you together in this closed hall. And he has been sharing, means my team has been sharing the social media creatives on Facebook, LinkedIn. If in case my team has forgotten to tag you or your institute, please do that yourself. So let us, the hall outside this, be aware of why we have gathered today over here. So it is not just a chit chat thing, it is a very serious discussion which we are going to delve into for more 3-4 hours. So let the faculty member, our colleagues, our parents and students, those who are missing you in the campus, may not miss you today because you are going with a lot of knowledge tomorrow. So with this, I won't be taking much of your time. I would wish that this session brings a justice to the thought which you are here with, and the kind of ideas which will be co-generated between the corporate and academia. I think this platform can be used for it. So once again, thank you all the education leaders for being and witnessing this event and being a part of this summit. I would now like to invite Mr. Shubham Chatterjee. He is the head of education and academia in India from SaS. I welcome you in today's event. Shubham, please be on the dais. Thank you so much.
Thank you for making it here, finding your time and coming all the way to this hotel and gracing us with your presence. My name is Shubham Chatterjee. Before I start, some basic housekeeping announcements from my side. On the right, in case of an emergency, once you come out on the right end, you have stairs. So in case something goes wrong, we have stairs, we can exit. Washroom is on the left once you come out from the back windows. That's all. Thanks a lot. Before we have gathered here today, because it's not easy to get so many professors, vice chancellors, deans who work for different colleges together in the same room. Before we walked in today here, with a genuine thought, have anybody of you have ever worked or used SaS as a tool, as a researcher, as a student, or as a project? Have anybody of you guys, professors, have used this tool before? In any of your applications, any of your thesis, anywhere in your teaching? No. Have you ever heard about this name SaS before? Okay. There are a few people who have heard, and I'm sure with a show of hands, is there anybody who hasn't even heard about SaS before they came in today? Is there anybody who didn't even heard about SaS? Okay. A quick one. We don't make databases. We are not an edtech company. We don't make hardwares. We have been doing data science and analytics from last 50 years. Very much popular in industry, poorly represented in academia. Just a quick one what we are. I'll get into my slides later. I thought I will just tell you who we are. World's largest privately held IT organization, about $4 billion turnover. Started by a professor Jim Goodnight, based out of North Carolina, US. In India from last 27 years as well, and works across domains of banking, enterprises, clinical and pharma, as well as government. A quick 1-minute introduction of my organization. Now, when I was looking of all of you, looking at all the profiles here of senior people, one thing which I have normally seen is that everybody has encompassed AI, ML, analytics in some form, in some way, across all of their programs. What next? Or why am I here? What's in it for me? Just a way, what's in it for you? SaS has approximately 3,000 global customers sitting out of India, and 800 Indian customers sitting out of India. Indian customer for SaS would be a Bharti Airtel, an ICICI, an Axis Bank, so on and so forth. A global customer can be a JP Morgan, a Citibank, who use licenses in India but have global representation, a normal back of that definition. All of these people need analytics, AI, ML, SaaS trained professionals at various levels. Entry level, mid-career, senior level, analyst level, programmers, coders, ETL. Job roles can vary. They all need SaaS at some point in time. We cannot replace fundamental teaching the way professors teach. What can we do? Can we give them some kind of use cases, real life case studies, hands-on application, how industry needs it, little more than the basic formula and algorithm what student is studying in this program. That is where we would want to take something from you, also some time to give something back, so that the next 3 hours where we have such rich experiences in the room, we can come out with something wherein our end objective of bettering our students can be achieved. So a small request, I will give mic to one by one to all of the professors, senior leaders sitting here. A quick introduction about yourself, because we need to know who you are. Others need to know who you are first. Second, something about the institute from where you're joining. And last but not the least, since you have come in all the way here, I need to know, is there certain primary takeaway which you want when you go back when you come from this event coming out? I'll write down all the takeaways here, so that when we go back after 3 hours or 4 hours, whatever time we agree to go, we have all our takeaways taken care of. We may not be able to answer all of them, we may be able to answer all of them, that's okay. But at least we know whatever we had come for, and many a time takeaways can be common for many people, that can be fine. So over to you, maybe from one side if I can start. Sir, your name and some takeaway which you want and something about yourself. Please, yeah, it's better everybody can say.
Good evening to all of you. I am Dr. V. Vijay Kumar, Professor of Computer Science, Dean School of Engineering of Anurag University. And the Anurag University was established in the year of 2020. Just a quick review on the Anurag University. We have got School of Engineering, School of Pharmacy, School of Medicine, School of Nursing, and also MBA. And also we have also started School of Agricultural Science and Engineering. Thank you.
Some takeaway which you want, anything in your mind for this?
Yeah, actually, our students and also the placement and also we are all using the AI tools. Also, especially ChatGPT and other things also we are using. And also we are using for interviews the other AI tools so that students can do themselves the mock interviews and other things. And our students are experienced by that and also benefited by that. So I would like to know, but only thing is, in terms of analytics, we are also facing few problems because we have got a large set of students, somewhere about 10,000 students in engineering from first year to final year. But how to analyze maybe the good performer and also the medium and also, though we are using the platforms like Instax and other things. But anyway, in some cases we are finding it difficult to do how to go ahead the analysis so that for a better student we can give what a better training, so that for a normal student we can give a normal training so that he can secure a job, not only in terms of computer science I'm talking this, in terms of all branches across the university. Thank you.
Analytical tools.
Yeah, and also AI tools.
Sir.
I am Professor of Mechanical Engineering, associated with BITS Pilani for almost 25 years. I think majority of you know about BITS Pilani. We have 3 Indian campuses and 1 offshore campus in Dubai. I am Dean of Student Welfare, taking care of STEM campuses, handling the student welfare matter for approximately 17,000 students. And why did I come here? Just to understand what needs to be done with respect to technical advances in terms of identifying the vulnerable student population which needs special care, okay, from the data analytics. Thank you.
Good evening to all of you. I am Dr. D.T.V. Dharmajirao, Dean Academics, CMR Technical Campus. Ours is actually CMR group of institutions. We have 4 engineering colleges, 1 pharmacy, 1 medical college under this group. And recently we have submitted a DPR for distinct university. We are expecting the university by the next year. So now CMR Technical Campus is an autonomous and affiliated to JNTU Hyderabad. And we have to follow almost 95% regulations and course structure, everything. Actually the purpose I came over here is, so many people have come deemed to be universities and state universities. I wanted to learn the best practices of the universities and what methods you are following, what tools you are using to teach the students as a part of hands-on training, especially hands-on learning especially. So that is my main purpose. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Dean Academics at SR University, Warangal. We are in the top 100 in ARF ranking, and we are also having Time Higher Education 50th rank in India. Almost 10,000 students are there in our campus with different schools. The basic reason why I'm here is the Gen Z students especially, they are not taking the ownership of learning. Personalized learning, how we can make easy so the students can involve in learning parallel with the teaching. Thank you.
Formerly the principal of Srinidhi Institute of Science and Technology, presently the Pro-Chancellor for Srinidhi University. Most of you know about the development that took place in Srinidhi Institute of Science and Technology. It was the only institution in the state of erstwhile Andhra Pradesh to have been accredited by NBA in just 5 years of existence. And that led to doing a lot of work in research, and that led to, as a matter of fact, identification of this institution for World Bank assistance under TechIP scheme. So we are the only institution in self-finance category which has gone through all the 3 phases of TechIP. And over a period of time, our management felt, let us also start a university. The government of Telangana has opened up the possibility of opening private universities, and this university was approved 2 years ago, and now we are operating for the last 2 years. One important problem we are facing is all our faculty are PhD degree holders from various institutions, but when it comes to the practical applications, hands-on experience, we don't have case studies. So students are theoretically taught well, but without a backup. That is a very important aspect which has to be filled, and without which, as a matter of fact, our students will not be selected by the companies. At the same time, industry is going forward at a faster pace when compared to what is happening in the institution. We are not able to follow that, and what is now lacking is the faculty who can teach the new developed curriculum. So unless we have at the same time teaching of students can be done theoretically, but it has got to be done in such a way that they will be able to stand before the challenges they have in the industry.
I've been Vice Chancellor of University for the last 15 years. Initially I was Vice Chancellor at Siddhartha University, Tumkur, and now I am Pro-Chancellor at Mallareddy Vishwavidyapith. Basically I am a radiologist, so I use a lot of AI for my diagnostics. And speciality of our institution is we have not only started the medical engineering and allied health science colleges, we also have started School of Eminence for distinct courses. We have 7 schools of eminence which combines medical education with technology, dental education with technology, nursing with technology, similarly allied health and science with technology. So that is the distinctiveness of Mallareddy Vishwavidyapith. So that's what I would like to say as far the university is concerned. Now coming to the third point, why I have come here, what I am going to take information from here, there are 2 things. One is considering the education part of it, that is considering the students and the faculty members. First of all, the faculty members have got an inherent fear of getting replaced or displaced because of artificial intelligence. So that fear I want to take it out of the faculty members. They should not be afraid that artificial intelligence will take over completely education system, teaching, learning, all those things. That is the first point. Second point, as for the students are considered, we as faculty members used to ask the student to read so many textbooks and come read and prepare. Now similarly, students have got somewhat, they are trying to avoid artificial intelligence. because they don't know how to use it. So I want to know how this conference will help or motivate my students to utilize artificial intelligence in their regular learning as well as assessment. So that is very, very important. We cannot force everything to the student because artificial intelligence, because we should not bombard the student with a lot of artificial intelligence. He should have an inherent energy or inherent, what is that I would like to say, to use artificial intelligence. That is the first point. Second point, as a radiologist, as a healthcare person, I would like to say the one more idea what I would like to take it from here is, how AI can help our people to get a better healthcare. That is basically early detection and healthcare. We are all focusing on early detection because if you go to a doctor, they say a stent has to be placed or a surgery has to be done or it has to be operated. We do not know. One doctor will say you have to go for a chemotherapy. One doctor will say you have to get for a surgery. One doctor will say you have to get a stent. And if you Google it, it will tell so many things. So what is the information? What is the general information? What is the correct information we should give not only for the patients but also, as you rightly said, to all the industry workers so that their work absenteeism will decrease. So work absence due to health problems should decrease. So the data analysis, what is the patient's data, what is his regular data, how his liver is working, how his heart is working, that data has to be compiled so that he will not get more diseases and will start working more and more in the industries. These are 2 points I would like to from this conference.
Then was with the Prime Minister Manmohan Singh as Deputy Director and the Director General of Security for 2 years. I left in 2009 because of my interest in academics. I have gone to Mallareddy, I have gone to Anurag, either teachers training or some programs. Probably millions of teachers, millions of parents and millions of students. My name also is TPS, Teachers, Parents, Students. That's what I do. Not in India, throughout the world. In US, UK, Fiji, all the Gulf countries. It so happened I was there in a quantum computing conference in Bangalore, and I met the newly started university, Adi Shankara. The owner was there. So in a chat, he decided I will be his Vice Chancellor. So I became the founder Vice Chancellor there. Happened to be just like that. So I'm setting up the university. It is the baby university. It's only 4 months old. So from an engineering college to an autonomous to a university, as my elder brother was telling, faculty is the biggest problem. I was reviewing all the faculty. That's what I did. That's about me and the university. I'm into most of the advanced programs because quantum computing also I attended the conference. My friends are there in industry, so I attend as a participant from the industry part. I've got students who set up universities, set up industries all across the world. I remember I was giving a lecture on AI for logistics 2 years back. Raj Logistics, who runs it. But they were telling, why are you talking about, I'm a consultant to them, so why are you talking about AI? I said, after 2 years you will know. I remember when I was writing a book on adaptive learning 17 years back, when I was part of the University Grants Commission as the Director for Academic Staff College. People never thought they will be using online teaching, but only Professor COVID could make people to use it. That book is Adaptive Learning for Pedagogies and Practices for E-Web Net Learning, published by elsewhere publishers, Discovery Publishers in Delhi. I don't believe that we are in a 21st century education. We are not in 21st century education because education is moving very fast. I've written nearly 30-40 books. 3 of them are on how to teach in the third decade of 21st century. Third decade of 21st century. So I call this world as 3-2-1 world. World is moving very fast. Nobody knew that when ChatGPT came, many other people were also parallelly working and everybody came out like mushroom. So it keeps happening. It is not that there is a purpose and people do research. Researchers always keep thinking what could happen tomorrow. Making all the platforms ready. When somebody publishes it, everybody publishes parallelly. I have got the Prime membership of most of the AI platforms. Okay, so I keep doing it, I keep using it, I keep learning from that. I keep talking. I have got a lot of students in Philippines where I gave a lecture on AI applications in academics. I was telling, if you don't get into AI will throw you out. The same was the situation when computer came. If you don't get into this, people will lose job. So AI is not going to make our loss jobless. We need to make it really wonderful, and probably prompt engineering is one of the best engineering which all of us have to get into. How to ask questions, which is lacking. Quest for knowledge is lacking in students. So I'm sure AI will make students to ask good questions. Quest for knowledge. The quest is the root word for question. So if you know how to ask questions, I think answer will come. If you don't know how to ask, you will not. So AI can be used for learning. And there are MOOC, massive open online courses, which plenty of them are all across the globe. Learning is not a big problem, but people don't know even how to select which one. The other day, I was asking my faculty to apply for the, I don't know how many of you have seen, if you've not seen, get into ANRF Anusandhan National Research Foundation by Government of India. They have pulled artificial intelligence into scientific and engineering fields in India. Crores of rupees fund is being given, similar to quantum computing. But I don't see most of the people getting into that to give a project, because people don't understand what is to be done. So I believe my focus is AI plus X. X can be any field in the world. It could be yoga, it could be Ayurveda, it could be image processing, that's my field. It could be fluid mechanics, that's my PhD. Look at all the subjects in the world, add AI to that. AI with the law, AI with the trade, AI with the port, AI with accounting. What not you can do, look at all that. Today, even our ERP, which is used in our colleges, universities, I think if AI is not there, it is going to be a big failure. So examination with AI, it will make you more flexible, more faster, and I'm sure most of the industries will come. If you are good in AI, you will be able to use them. If you are not good in AI, probably you will lose the track. So we all have to jump into AI. All of us will have to jump into quantum computing. These two things will make the world much faster and better. That's what my expectation. Thank you so much.
Why I smiled at him? Because he's the ex-VC of Voxy. So yes, we never met in person, but we know each other of course. And Voxy University, though established in 2020, but we had a school of business which started in 2013. It's a pretty progressive university where we have a good established AI research center as well. So my purpose of coming here was, like one of my colleagues has said, how to make students use AI. Probably what they understand about AI is the ease that it gives them, but probably they don't know more. What I mean is, most of them, what goes behind AI. And what I see there is a lot of scope if they get to know what goes behind AI, which not only will help in their skill development also, which gives them hands-on experience, as well as how it makes them industry ready as well. So more of the industry academia collaboration. So like you were saying, how to connect with the students. Giving them hands-on problem statements coming from the industry, that academic collaboration is what brought me here.
I also come from BITS Pilani. I had spent 38 years now in BITS Pilani. I have now moved to the Hyderabad campus 4 years back. My current designation, I am a Deputy Director for the Off-Campus Program and Industry Engagement. Professor Deshmukh spoke about the campuses. BITS Pilani's one unique characteristic is we offer a large suite of programs to industries, what we call industry programs. And our students in the campus, before they graduate, they have 5.5 months to 7.5 months time spending in industry, what we call practice school. The National Education Policy talks about internship, where so we are doing that, which means, so we have, what we have done as case studies or what we have taken care in our university, some of those, depending on the time I can share, but that's what we do. And our Chancellor has announced a new AI campus, which will be launched in Amravati in the year coming by. That's where BITS Pilani is, and my interest of coming here is how do we offer education at scale, affordability, and how do we beat that? While through the WILP program we do that, how others are managing that is what I would like to know.
Myself, Dr. Praveen, Principal, Gokraju Rangaraj Institute of Engineering and Technology. So I'm happy to be here actually. So actually these days everyone knows that AI, agentic AI, the vibe coding, etc. So recently I was just going through a book called vibe coding actually. So then using those tools, I have downloaded some software and want to try whether whatever agentic AI, is it true or it is a fictitious. Then I'm interested in actually playing, let us say, solitaire game when we have time. So what I did is I want to generate code to write solitaire game. Then in 2 minutes it has given me an app where I can play solitaire game. But there are some errors. Then I said I am getting some messages in between, so I am not able to move the cards. Then it changed that game. Another 2 minutes I got another game actually in the app. Then I was playing, I was not able to get hints. So what I can play, what move I can do. Then I asked, so hint button is not there. Then in another 2 minutes it has given a new version. Then somewhere I was not able to move card A, so it was not properly moving. Then I said, I want to actually, some error is there, fix this bug. Then actually it fixed the bug. Then I was not able to play because the game was very difficult. Then I say I want level in the game, so hard to easy game. Then I selected easy game, then I completed the game. So these days what I am doing is, whichever game I want to play, now I am not going to any Google Play Store and downloading game. So there itself, I am creating a game and it is giving in 2 minutes. So then I was thinking what I am doing in my college. So in my college we have 1500 student intake. So about 6000 students are there. 4 years we are teaching them only coding. And unfortunately nobody wants coding. So you just understand. So this agentic AI, vibe programming, all those things. So it is beyond thing. So whatever you say, mathematically, whatever you want to do, for that program is not required. So if you want to make 5 by 5 A inverse matrix, it is taking only 2 minutes time. But if you want to do it, so why I have told this story is, if you want to do physically, it will take 6 months. The solitaire game, and I already told you, 5 versions. To make that 5 versions, example, any game, it will take 6 months. But now it is taking 6 minutes. So then how to train our students actually to face these new challenges. So whatever programming can do, now AI is able to do. So now we should think beyond programming and how to prompt engineering example. So how to solve complex things by using AI. So I would like to deliberate on these things. Let us learn each other and try to see how we can really make our students ready for this AI impacting our lives. Thank you.
Myself, Dr. Srinivas Rao, Registrar of Mallaradi University. We are having 3 universities. Recently we have established 2 more universities. Only engineering students, around 50,000 of students. In addition to that, medical, so medical belongs to medical. So coming to the best practices in our universities is, we have tied up with Google the 3.0. The purpose of this is we are doing best practice. One of the best practices is joint BTech degree. We are going to issue joint BTech degree by choosing choice-based credit system, CBCS. Some of the, and also there is an advantage for the students. They are going to complete 6 cloud engineering certificates. In addition to this, for 3rd and final years, Google is offering ACE, Associate Cloud Engineer Certificate, and also Cloud Digital Leader certificates. And also, they are allotting space of 20 GB per candidate per student for all 50 students. For the entire university, they are going to allocate 1 terabyte of the space. As per my knowledge, actually, to change the syllabus on their own, but in the colleges, autonomous colleges, on technical campus, it is not that much easy. It is tied up with some other affiliated university, JNT or OU. They have to be changed like anything. The AI is nothing but, it is not replacing the human intelligence, it is only amplifying it. But everybody should go through the AI applications and to use it in proper way. Finally, syllabus has to be modified in appropriate with the present scenario related to AI. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. After this session, I introduce my team in the meanwhile.
It's easy to.
With us here, we have Dr. Radhakrishna. Radhakrishna heads our customer advisory for all India. Wherever any new thing, any new business which happens within the SaS ecosystem, most integral part of it. We have Surya Narayan Krishnamurthy. Lot of, right from fraud, taxation, healthcare, in southern part of the country. Surya is one of the guys who is responsible for it. We also have with us Prashant Rai, about digital sciences. Ayushman Bharat, healthcare. I think he's been a part of such implementation across the board, and a very senior resource within the SaS ecosystem. And now, why are these people here? Once we take whatever your inputs are, we will hence ask students what can they do to add up to it. So there were some questions on hands-on, tools, case studies. This is what you want to showcase slightly earlier. And I have with me Uday and Revin. They are a part of our team who is primarily responsible for meeting colleges, tying up for partnerships, for academic institution with regards to certification, joint programs, executive educations, so on and so forth. I also have with me Ashwini Reddy, this is industry, part of our customer success division. A lot of SaS's revenues as well as importances in the CRO business as well as life sciences business.
2024 August, and it started with only two schools, like School of Intelligence and Technology and School of Allied Health Sciences. Earlier, MNR as a group, it is 50 years old, but they are more into primary and secondary education, and they have 25 years of legacy in terms of the medical education, medical college, dental, homeo, all the ambit of medical segment is there. So what are we doing as part of using AI once we established the School of Intelligence and Technology? So we have started working with medical college, dental college, physiotherapy college and other things, where the students of medical and students of technology together start working on understanding how this technology can be utilized for their own domains. AI as such is a mathematical model, and unless it is applied for certain application, it does not have any meaning. So what we have made is, we made cohorts of students combined with the domain expertise with our intelligence School of Technology students. So these 5 students as a cohort, and then they keep working on various kinds of topics related to their particular domain. That is the model that we have started. So the difference is actually, see, in Indian education, there would be 3 different categories of students who would be coming to higher education. One from people from rural community. The IQ levels of these students would be of different, and from cities with from middle class families and other things, the IQ levels are different, and from HNIs and VIP related families, the IQ levels are different. I worked in all these category segments. How do we use the AI tools to
make them understand that how this could be utilized for various categories. See, the learnability of the students for each of these categories of the students are completely different. While we plan something that is suitable for the category of high income group or HNA family type, that would definitely be failure, right? So unless we understand the catchment, unless we understand what kind of students are there and what kind of pedagogies and what kind of tools are supposed to be used, then we will not be really successful. So the understanding of the student catchment is very important, and then you design your delivery pedagogy according to that. So whatever we had, earlier I was Vice Chancellor for Watson University, where it caters mostly HIG and HNE group of students. So these students are very high intellectual, and the kind of tools that were being used by them are far ahead than what the present students of MNR are been doing, right? So there is huge difference. If I compare with universities like Geetham or KL kind of students, where the middle class families come into picture, their adaptability of the AI tools are different, right? So while we initiated this AI tool based learning in MNR with the School of Technology students, it was a big challenge, because for them accessing a computer or accessing a mobile phone is also difficult, because these students are coming from tribal areas, rural areas and other places, right? For them it's a big science by itself, right? So that's where we had to first sensitize the students to understand how these tools can be utilized and how it will be helping them to learn fast. And don't hesitate to ask any kind of silliest questions, right? Most of the students would have inhibition towards asking any question to the faculty. But this tool, you use any of this tool, you ask any kind of question, you'll be able to get an answer. And like our colleague was saying, that Quest is one of the important aspects that they can do. So that is where actually they started questioning on their silliest possible doubt and other things also. And they have started exploring that it is a fantastic tool and it can really make them learn faster. And in a year or so, right, when we had asked them to work on a small case study along with physiotherapy, along with medical and other things, they have identified very, very important problems which are not being solved as of now, along with the students of this medical domain. And they have done an excellent case presentation, which we are now submitting for ANRF. So that is first year students. These are first year students where the domain expertise and AI are combined together. One more aspect in education industry that what I have seen from India and abroad, most of the industrial problems are given to academia on the western part of it. India, very rarely we see this kind of environment. See, I had interacted with more than 200 plus international universities across, and more than 1,000 plus international professors from various universities. Most of these professors have been funded by the industry giving their problems. Very rarely we get that kind of opportunity and environment. So we have started working with industries where if you have any industrial problem, give it to us. Our faculty will start working towards solving that problem, right? And in fact, I would request SaS also to start connecting it in academia. You have your problem, give it to us. We would solve your problem at much economical cost than what you can do it at your own industry. And we can do a better solution and a faster solution, right? That is one of the aspects that is missing. Probably I think industry has to come forward to collaborate with academia to take up that problem-based learning, make meaningful for the students and the academic fraternity.
One point science into different class sections.
No, sir. The institution that I worked actually, based on that fee structure and other things, people automatically select that institution where that kind of affordability is there. For example, Watson has very high-end segment people because of the fee structure and other things. And if you see MNR kind of things where rural and tribal students are there mostly. So it is the choice of the student. So most of the students, almost 90% of the students what I have seen between Watson, RKL or MNR, they are coming into different categories based on their choice.
Now, to take MNR, we are going to have a mixture of all these three types.
No sir, we don't have that mixture as of now.
You are not able to get any rural students?
We have only rural students.
But he is talking in Watson, didn't have rural students.
Well, Watson, no rural students.
No, they are all from a very elite category.
So you don't have a problem. But some universities may have a problem because
Yeah, combination would be there. Then how do we segregate and then have that exclusive learning models are very important. Definitely, sir. That is very important point.
We were discussing based on the choices which they have, their path selection, right?
the point is there is enormous difference between the learnability of the top student, learnability of the bottom student.
Top and bottom is based on what, sir? Is it based on the family financial capability or based on the IQ levels?
Academic
levels.
performance.
Yeah.
In academic performance, there is a wide gap.
Yes.
So in such case, do you suggest to have all A group of students in one section, B group in another section, C group in third section, so that you can take care of the pedagogy requirements?
Sir, homogeneity does not evolve the students, sir. I believe heterogeneity gives better learnability for the students. Heterogeneity is always preferred, so that if there is a difference, there is a flow, sir. A simple fluid mechanics clearly says that if you have a difference, then there is a flow. If you have same level, you don't have any learning.
Peer group learning becomes much better when there is mix of
all of them must be there in every section.
Yes.
So next thing is about empowerment of our teachers.
Yes.
In these new technologies. That's what is lacking now. Can you help?
Empowerment in terms of the adaptation of the new technologies and other things?
Not adaptation, but the ability to make them teach with applications.
Sir,
we have a lot of books which have come. Okay, theoretically we learn and then tell them. But when it comes to the application of that, we are zero.
So, in fact, one of the experiments that we have done in Watson is faculty internship model is what we have initiated, where faculties are sent for internship to industry so that they understand what is the industry requirement, and based on that, the adaptability and the learnability of the students they can properly train.
That is not happening in many industries. So we wish that your people come and then teach for a certain number of time, let us say a few weeks, and make them empowered
Actually,
to teach.
sir, he was addressing the category of students, like where they come from. So he was empowering them and bringing them at par with the different category of students so that they can learn at par. He's talking of the heterogeneity in terms of the background they have.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sir, please.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Bharat Kushan Singh,
Something you have got to do.
and I come from the Jyoti Institute of Management. I'm the director of its B school. And my problem is little different, wherein we all are gaga about AI. I have just come here to figure out how do I stop all this tech from my classrooms. Because I believe management education is a social process wherein we teach our students to engage with society and solve their problems, which requires a very high degree of cognitive ability, resilience, and emotional stability and all those aspects. And this tech is exceptionally detrimental to building such things. I will give you an example. Last week, I was engaging my students for a simulation game wherein it was expecting them to solve some problem. And they immediately opened one window asking all those AIs to tell them what decision they should take. This is the scenario. Yeah. I was attending a conference in IIM Bengaluru about last year, future of education. And everyone was deliberating about how future of education is going to be in the advent of such tech overflowing all over. And all senior people, like people over here deliberating, they were saying A, B, C, Z. And there was one student who was, I think, undergrad student. He just stood up and said, "Who are you to deliberate about future of education? Because you don't know what we are going through." About 60% of our learners, those who are below 25 years, we don't understand how they are thinking, how they are learning. We are trying to impose our will because we have our legacy, right? So I am here to just understand, think, learn from all of you, or probably listen from the gentleman from SaS team. How do I stop this distraction and let my students cognitively engage with those simulations and cases? Because tomorrow, as per Harvard study, it says 80% of the business will come through relationship marketing. And if my wards are not good at making relationship, where from the business will come? They will be branded as failure. They will score great grades, but they are not able to stay in business. Big challenge. I am here for that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, the dignitaries, all administrators, policy makers. In front of you, your experience, my experience in administration is very less. Because last 30 years, I was totally in the research. I work as a professor of pharmacy in topmost college in Hyderabad, Chipulari College of Pharmacy. Then I shifted as a dean, School of Pharmacy, Aurora University. Aurora University has become a deemed university last 2 years back. And we are going to start our pharmacy program this year. When it comes to the life sciences, I speak more about the life sciences, what problems we are facing, as I'm more in the research. Compared to the engineering graduates, engineering sections, life sciences people are having 100% gap between the industry and what the students are learning. The syllabus, what they learn is totally different what they are going to adopt in the industry. And none of the colleges or none of the managements or none of the universities are not interested to know what they are adopting in the industries. Luckily, the government has initiated the concept of the university, deemed universities. They are having some flexibilities now. These new universities are adopting and modifying the syllabus according to the need of the industries. And when the artificial intelligence and data sciences has come, most of the life sciences people are not integrated to these systems. Because one molecule to be introduced into the market, it required about 20 years of the painstaking of the research by the companies. And unfortunately, we got independence of 70 years, not even a single molecule are not able to introduce into the market. We invested billions and billions of dollars on the research on that. Why it is happening? There is a lot of gap, what industry required and what is provided by the colleges. Major problem is the data integrations. We never get the data. To get the data, we had to sit days together, months together, years together in the research organizations, refer the books, write, integrate it, compile it, and then. Of course, now we are able to do, but it is a limited extent only. And that data which we are getting from the sources, various sources, is not accessible to all the researchers. It has to be accepted. Only it is confined to the some universities where they got the funding from the governments or getting funding from the industries. There is one discussion, one point has been raised. Industries are not providing the work to the academicians. The question arises the reliability. How far academician can able to perform according to his expectations. We have a lot of potential in the pharmacy, life sciences, as the artificial intelligence and data sciences has been booming up. I'm sure that if it has been properly given and trained to our pharmacy students, our life sciences students, I hope in next 10 years, India will stand front to introduce newer molecules to treat the various diseases. Till now we are not done. We are not able to do because we data integrity and we are not having the modern tools to perform all these things. SaS is there. To limited extent it is possible to access. There is a problem. There is a problem to the academic institutions also. The fees they pay, which is not able to meet the salaries of the staff, and how they can able to procure the various softwares which will be useful to them. Even if they procure, who will be training it? The trainer immediately after learning next day is skipping out. There is a lot of problems in the academic institutions holding a good staff. As the platform has come, at least you please the people give some tools, better tools, at least to the free of cost to the students who can access. When they got trained themselves, automatically they get into the next level of tools. Lot of importance is there in the drug discovery, lot of importance is there in the pharmacovigilance, lot of data is to be analyzed in the clinical analysis. All this data is being analyzed only with a few students, and the data cannot be performed by all the people in the fields. As this has been a burning topic in the life sciences, recently Government of India has taken initiation in the Pharmacy Council to introduce the data science, Python and artificial intelligence in the every year of their coursework. But this science has been developing so fast, within 1 year the total system is being getting changed. So this has to be addressed by the administrators, policy holders, policy makers. So it will be very, very useful for the future generations. Thank you very much.
Because sir already spoke about it. I am Dr. Divya from Srinidhi Institute of Science and Technology. I worked as a Dean Student Affairs for 2.5 years, and then now I'm actually heading Dean Alumni Relations there. So I'll just keep it very simple. We know that there's a requirement for AI ready students for the industry, right? But I don't see that industry giving back to the colleges wherein we can actually make them industry ready. So I just want to understand from everybody, and you being from the industry, I just want to know, why don't industry put that step forward so that they give a platform for students to learn and become industry ready is what I want to understand from the whole session. Thank you.
Myself, Dr. Rajnikant, and I'm the director of Symbiosis Institute of Technology, which is a constituent of Symbiosis International University, Pune. So I'm listening to the discussion, and being myself into core computer science and an AI researcher. See, the current day generation students are more of Gen Z students, we say. They're actually tech savvy, but we are tech migrants. And we are looking at how AI can be used for making them career ready. So what I say is ChatGPT, which was introduced in 21 as 3.0, then 3.5 and 4.0, etc. We are looking at how do we use it, how do students use it. but we are not looking at how do the students develop these particular LMs. So this is my view for you. Thank you.
All professors and people from the academia as well as industry. I'm Dr. Sunil George. I am the director at Symposium Law School, Hyderabad. Now, a lot of discussions kind of evolved around AI. Since I belong to the law school and the law domain, what I would like to kind of bring here is basically the legal kind of, a little of the legal aspects. Now, what happens is basically when we talk about AI and we are overexcited about AI and its implications, now what we don't realize is there are some issues with respect to privacy, there are some issues with respect to ethics, there's some respect with transparency. Now just like I have a right to be remembered, I have a right to be forgotten as well. Now how do we protect all of this and how do we inculcate this into the curriculum? Because this overexcitement with AI, if it doesn't have the legal protection and the legal kind of thing, because then I don't think it's like the Mahabharata where the Abhimanyu kind of could enter the Chakravyuh but could not kind of come out. So I think when we are excited about AI and when we are excited about what it has in store for all of us, I think if we also inculcate the legal aspects, it would be good. Now, just like any other property, AI is also an intellectual property, so there are a lot of other things associated like copyrights, patents and all of that. Now, and that's where the industry and academia collaborates, and I think there is to be a mutual kind of an understanding of each other's needs and trying to find solutions. Now also, one more thing that I think one discussion happened about an employee joining and an employee kind of understanding you and institutes, because we also need to understand that many institutes have this hesitation to spend, and even if an institution spends that kind of capital on its human resources to equip the person now and he leaves, how do you tackle with those situations kind of, because then how do you retain, I mean the problem associated with attrition, the problem associated with, now if I have spent, do I kind of have the right to recover that, because I've spent that kind of money on that person and the person has to give back in terms of staying for some number of years. So these are all legal labor issues as well as which are again associated with AI. So I think AI is here and is here to stay, but without looking at law, the cybersecurity issues, the protection and all of that. I mean, if we consider that also as a part of the curriculum, I think we would be actually doing a good job, and the students will be able to kind of really kind of get there and not get trapped. Yeah. So that's it from us.